guys, welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel, and we have my best friend Kayleen here.
Hello.
And I don't think a lot of people have met Kayleen, like my channel, my fam bam. So Kayleen and I met when we were lifeguards, and it was my very first day on the job, and she had been there for a few weeks, or was it a year?
Probably a year.
You had been there a year?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she had been there a year, and she took me under her wing. I remember do you remember you were on your lunch break?
Probably.
You remember your lunch break and you're like, I'll help you. Because where we worked, if you had downtime, you were hounded. So like that was the only way, is you must have been on a lunch break.
Yeah.
To be able to talk to me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because they were pretty strict and safe, but they were strict.
Yeah.
But Kayleen and I became friends right away. And I share a lot of my lifeguard story times with you guys, but I never felt like I should be sharing Kayleen's stories, because those are your stories to tell.
Yeah.
So I talked it out with Kayleen, and she's like, you know what? Put me in a lifeguard swimsuit.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. So a lot of these stories are going to pretty much come from Kayleen. So stay tuned for a lifeguard story time video. And again, if you like these kind of videos, you have to let us know by giving this video a like. I know the stories that we kind of briefed each other on the stories.
Yeah.
Oh, so whatever you're comfortable with, do you want to talk about what happened with the scandal where you had to talk to like the higher ups?
Oh, about yeah. So I had this boss, our boss, yeah, and there was a ring that went missing. So we have like this office, obviously, that when we're not up in the chairs, we're like in our downtime, we're in it, and you leave all your stuff in there, and then you go up for like 15 to 30 minutes, and then you come back, and your stuff's still there. Well, one time this girl was missing a ring, and like, they were trying to find it. They were like wondering what happened, and the boss was pretty much like, I wasn't there. Like, I heard people tell me later that she was like, oh, it was probably Kayleen, because she's Mexican, and she didn't even so when you become a lifeguard, you have to pay for the training, and since I'm bilingual, I speak Spanish and English, I didn't have to pay for it, so it was really easy to just go and just do the training and then become a lifeguard. But she's like, yeah, she didn't even have to pay for the training because she's poor and she's Mexican. She probably stole the ring. So obviously that was not okay. So I had a meeting with all the higher ups at that. It's
like, where's my popcorn? I just have my water. Yeah, I love this story every time, just because. Yeah. Oh, it makes me angry every time. But okay, go on. And this is where I liked it though, because did you bring it to the higher ups?
Yeah,
you were like, we need a higher up to get, because there was like it was like a mediation.
Yeah, so we told our other boss, like the main guy, who said it was a woman. Yeah. About me.
So when we say our boss, we're talking about the aquatics director, but when we're talking about the head, it's the whole, I guess we could just call it a rec center type thing.
It is,
yeah. The whole rec center.
It's like a whole.
Yeah, like she's covering everything. So that's the woman. So, okay, go on.
Yeah, so I told our guy boss, the one who is in charge of just like the pool, immediately told all their higher ups, and we like sat in this room, and we all she was right in front of me, and I had to tell her what happened.
Was it the assistant of the boss?
Yes.
Was she the one who was saying it was a Mexican, or was the girl who was accusing you of the ring?
No.
It wasn't it both of them together?
It might have been both of them.
See, because you're just hearing rumors, but like someone had racism.
But it was definitely so our boss, we'll just call him.
We need names for these people.
Yeah,
okay.
We do.
We're gonna backtrack because we want you guys to fully picture this. So there was the aquatics director, Henry.
Yes.
And then he had a sub-assistant he had an
Mary.
assistant almost, because she did scheduling and she helped out with lifeguard certification.
Yeah.
And so we'll
she
call
was
her.
just like just underneath him.
Do you want to just
We'll
call her
Mary?
Mary?
Mary, yeah.
Mary. And then there was the girl who lost her ring. Let's just call her Lindsay.
Okay.
Yeah,
sure.
Lindsay.
Yeah.
But there was the woman that we're talking about who's the head of the entire
Oh yeah.
rec center. Dobity.
Sure, yeah. So Mary and
Henry. No.
what's the other?
Lindsay.
Lindsay.
Okay.
Yeah, they were talking about they were basically just being super racist.
Because they were both in on it.
Well,
on the accusing thing. That's what.
Well, Mary was the one who I guess put it in the other girl's ear, and so they both were like, oh yeah, it could have been her.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because I don't even know what happened with the ring or anything, but anyways, so yeah, we went into the office, and obviously she shouldn't be saying things like this. She was older than me. She's an adult. She is in a higher, she's in a higher level than me. Obviously,
She's not rich either.
Yeah. She works
Did she
there.
go out of school too?
Probably.
So
Yeah,
I don't not we don't go there against women, but at the same time, it's not like she's flashing her money. It could have easily been her. It could have easily been a guest, a patron there, because even though you could kind of catch somebody being in there when they shouldn't be, it was unlocked. It was an open door policy.
Yeah.
Anybody
could have
at this
gone
rec
in
center
there.
could have gone in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I walk into this big room where Henry is, Mary is, and the head person.
Bobity.
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 And then all of a sudden, I didn't know that I was gonna be this upset, but I just start bawling and I'm crying because I'm just I'm just a 16-year-old who's just
It's just
right,
intense.
being so mean. Yeah, and then it
And
was
plus,
intense because there was all these people there, and
Yeah.
I'm just what's going,
Well, I would be scared too, because if you have a higher up accusing you of something and you feel like you don't get your story straight, they're gonna fire you.
Yeah.
That's how.
Well, the meeting was set because of what she said to me.
Yeah.
It wasn't even about the ring after that.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was a multiple layers to that meeting. Okay.
No, not about the ring at all.
Okay.
Now it was about.
Did she admit it?
I think so. Yeah, and she lost her job on the spot because of what she said.
And apparently, I think though she didn't have the perfect.
Racist.
Yeah, but I don't think she had the perfect track record.
Yeah,
Because
I'm sure she
Henry
did.
was so excited. He was dancing around. He felt so cool. Do you remember him dancing?
I don't remember
He was
that.
dancing. He was so happy. In fact, he probably should have given you a pay raise.
Yeah.
Because he had been wanting her
For
gone.
sure.
And he never told me this, but other people knew.
I had no idea.
Yeah, even he was wanting her gone. So he was so happy he didn't like her. Because apparently she wasn't that great at her job.
Yeah, I can't
Who would
imagine.
have known? And she was really aggressive. And what's funny is that Mary, the girl who lost her ring, she wasn't that nice.
No. The other Mary was the
Oh,
one who
yeah.
got fired.
Oh, wait, let me repeat that. So, and another thing, Lindsay, the girl who lost her ring, and another thing. So Lindsay, the girl who lost her ring, wasn't that nice. I think I've actually included her in storytime videos before. She was the one, I remember we were all hanging out in a group and she wanted to talk about her personal life. And then she looks at me, she's like, go away. It was the weirdest thing. And I was so awestruck, not awestruck, but I was so baffled, I didn't even move or have anything to say. I was I'm so confused. Then she literally put her hands on me and proceeded to walk with pushing me away. And she was like, go away, I'm talking about my family.
Oh my gosh.
You know what? We were in a group setting, not talking about stuff like that. Do you get me? That was so weird. And then it was funny because Kayleen was actually nice to her for a bit. We were talking about this when we were eating Boston Market.
Yes.
And you were just being nice to her because she was being nice to you. But Lindsay was acting so buddy, leading up to that. And I remember I got so jealous because I didn't get along with Lindsay, and now Lindsay and Kayleen look like they were best friends. All it took was that one moment with her being nice in front of me, and I was like, I was like so crushed because like I knew Lindsay wouldn't want to be my friend, but she was in the cooler crowd. I was like, Kayleen's moving up. She's moving up. I was so lame then. She's so cool, you know. Hopefully you guys understood that story. That was our bad. We were scattered in that. You guys know how my story times are. I like them to be pure entertainment, but not so detailed where we're exposing people. Even though cut to my last video was about how I exposed somebody on 17.com. But you still can't figure out who I'm talking about. But like, the word expose is intense. No, but okay, we have more stories. I'm gonna see if Kayleen wants to share this other one. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's so bad.
This one's gonna make you mad.
Gosh.
Stories that will make you mad. Lifeguard story time. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Share it. This one can be simple. Let's just give the name to this guy up front. Wally.
Yep. Wally.
Let's do Wally.
Wally, if you're out there.
It's a dweeby name, like the dweeb he is.
Yes.
Take it away, Kayleen.
Oh, okay, here I go. Okay, so I was working one day, and I was like on my phone or something, and Wally was there as well, and it was my turn to go up onto the chair for 15 to 30 minutes, and Wally was like, "Hey, can I see your phone? Like, I need to make a phone call." Something. He made up some story so that he could use my phone. And so, I was like, being the person I am, I was like, yeah, of course, here. I get back from the chair. Everything's fine. My phone's where it needs to be. And a couple years later...
Oh, that's how you found out a couple years later?
Yes. A couple years... Oh, okay.
Yeah. A couple years later.
So, yes. I received some very scandalous pictures of myself. And I'm like, okay, this is odd. And it was from an unknown number. And they were like, if you don't give us money, we're going to leak all these pictures. And they're like, what's your name? I'm like, first of all, you got the wrong girl. That's not me. It was totally me. I'm like, those aren't my pictures. I don't know who that is. And I'm not giving you my name.
Who is that hot, attractive girl, though? Dang.
But damn, she is hot,
She is hot. Give me her number. Did you have Wally's number to know he was using an unknown number? Or do you think it was Wally's number?
So what happened was that someone stole his phone.
Wally's phone?
Someone stole Wally's phone.
Now, people might be actually confused by this. So what went down when Kayleen was up on stand? Wally took the time to go through Kayleen's phone, find her scandalous pictures, and send it to himself.
And then deleted that,
the thread.
So you had no message thread. So he went on my phone, looked at my pictures, found the ones he liked, sent them to his phone, and then just deleted the evidence that he sent anything.
Hey, you know what? Wally's engaged or married. Do you just want to send this to her? Leave a comment if you want us to send it to her, and we'll film the reaction.
Yeah.
He was so nice, but knowing that, he was really just nice to me as a facade.
Yeah.
He's obviously sexually frustrated, creepy, no respect for women right there.
No.
His future fiance and or wife needs to know this.
Yeah, that is just the most messed up thing that's...
But
I was just
see, I didn't even know this story, and I never would have guessed it was him because Wally was very meek and mild. Yeah. He would say, not very popular for a reason, I guess, but just kind of quiet. I would have had no idea. Yeah. I can see why you didn't want to tell people, though. Maybe, because I wasn't working all the time there, too. So
creepy.
You may not have been even...
Well, like I said, I didn't know until I wasn't
2 years
there.
later, yeah.
I don't think I was working there when I found out.
Yeah. Okay, wait, so going back to the story, so now it's not Wally's messaging you, it's somebody who stole his phone or found his phone or something. And how did he know then? Oh, because his message thread wasn't deleted in his phone.
I guess.
That had to have been what? Because he didn't think he'd have to delete his thread on his and
Yeah.
just the threat on your end for you not to see.
How is 2 years later is it still in
Somebody's either scoping through, but it makes me think like, I guess here's the thing though, is
weird
even if he had all these photos saved, I don't get why they'd be saved where like he could make the connection that was then your number. So I'm wondering if he just kept that conversation, even if it was way down low, and somebody did a thorough snoop, like hardcore.
Yeah.
You know what though? He could have showed him.
Because
he could have just showed him. Like that's why he's gonna think to.
Yeah.
Like 2 years later, if I go back to someone that I've texted, you're scrolling, and I'm not even that social, but you're scrolling down. Like, I still feel like Wally's in on it.
Honestly, you could be right but then Wally. Okay, I don't remember.
They must have been having a sleepover.
I don't remember like how it happened, but Wally was like, he somehow messaged me and was like, hey, like I honestly, I think what happened was that I traced back the number and found out that it was Wally. I don't even remember, quite honestly, how I remember like how I figured it out. But then Wally was like, hey, I
us girls black things out. You got it to survive as a female. So it finally, so you knew,
but it
was somehow rooted with Wally.
Well, because then he messaged me and he was like, I'm so sorry, like I've already contacted the police, don't give them money.
I don't think Wally contacted the police. Yeah.
No, that's why
Why
I was
would
so
you not?
Confused. I was so confused.
You know what? He probably did that and someone spooked him about how the ball was in your court to take legal action.
Oh.
And he got spooked. I mean,
I should have done that.
Well, we can always ruin his relationship. So, yeah, but I bet you anything, he realized that you now have the power of the law behind you. He just got spooked, and that's why he said that.
No.
Honestly, it sounds like Wally's at a sleepover, and the friends he hangs out with are just as scummy as him. Then the friend thinks that he's going to abuse it and get some money or just get a reaction because he's so bored. But then
it was
he gets exposed. Wally's exposed, and now Wally's backtracking like a scared little boy that he is. His mustache looks bad on him too. Have you seen that? Did you ever respond to Wally? I'm guessing,
a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I was basically like, I think I cussed him out.
Yeah, I had one girl who put her hand on my stomach and said, "Ooh, girl, you need to lose weight." And I was underweight at the time.
Yeah.
I was underweight. Yeah. And then I remember I tweeted about it. And then the person who replaced Mary, she found the tweet that I made, and then she asked me. And of course, I'm scared shizzless because it makes it seem, it almost comes off pettier in my end because I'm tweeting about this girl.
Yeah.
And because, let's face it, there's a little bit of unprofessionalism at this rec center. She thought it was so funny. She liked it. Like, she just thought of it as juicy gossip, probably went and told 20 people. And that was it. Do you remember how there was a girl who looked like me there? And everybody would compare us, and it would make me so mad.
I do remember
because
her.
Being compared to her and then still having her being, like, invited to all more of the cliquey stuff made me feel like I was the lesser of the comparison. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I felt, and I didn't like that at all.
Two people that we used to work with got married.
They met through lifeguarding.
And they literally, like, apparently just got married.
I think within the year.
Yeah,
they got married.
And they've been dating for, like, quite a bit.
A long time. And, like, now they're married. It's like, you can't go into too much detail, but it was so funny because I think all the girls secretly wanted to date him. And then it would be so awkward because the girl would make a joke of it like, oh, stop flirting with my boyfriend, this and that. But it was so awkward because everybody secretly wanted to date him. And I don't know why you're like, it's so awkward when someone accuses someone of that. Like, even if it's not real. And it's like, ugh. Like, even though if I wanted to date him, I wasn't openly flirting with him because he was dating someone and she was right there. But okay, we got a final story for you.
That was like the worst day of my life.
Yes, like
it was so
it's
bad.
embarrassing, but it's nothing. It wasn't anything to do with you, like to a point where like the rec center even owned up to it. Like at our in-service, the director Henry owned up to it. I just want to put that off the bat, like to make sure everybody knows.
Really?
I
feel like I don't remember that, but
I remember it came up. Yeah, you might have not have wanted to be at that in-service, so you may not have been there.
Yeah,
so
no, I was Very sad.
Just so you guys know, even though this is the last story of this video, Kayleen will return. And so if you guys have questions or more topics you want us to talk about regarding being a lifeguard, we'll do another sit-down lifeguard story time for you guys. So again, you just got to put that in the comments. But this story is, just take it away.
Yeah. Okay. So we used to have like audits. Mm-hmm. They would come in and they would have like dummies and they would fill them with water and they would just like all of a sudden like they would try to like hide it, because you know, like as a lifeguard you should be scanning, and like if you see anything in the bottom of the pool, you know, blow your whistle, you know, dive in, blah blah blah. Well, so they used to train us to make sure we were on our toes, we were doing our job, right? So this day,
and this audit was the city's audit, wasn't it? This is what made it so bad, because the city would audit 1 to 2 times every summer. And so we'd have practice audits that your bosses would do, like a dummy drop.
Yeah.
But this was literally like the city is watching, so you're representing the entire rec center with your performance. And because of that, the city wants to be sneaky with how they put the dummy in. And because they don't really personally know the lifeguards, like, you're not being able to identify, hey, that's the director, Henry. Oh, look, he has dummies dropping in, and you can't see it.
I noticed pretty fast that the dummy was in the water. Like,
I never heard a complaint of that at in-service.
Yeah. So it was like, I saw it, they threw it in there. And that day, I happened to be in like the 13 feet deep side of our pool.
Oh, because it was the outdoor pool. It was the deepest part.
Outside pool in the deepest part of the pool, 13 feet. So, oh God, ugh. So they throw this thing in there, and I, you know,
you saw the dummy, you blew the whistle, you're going in the water.
Yeah. So I was like, whatever, like I'm just gonna go in, you know, like I hate, oh gosh. So I just like dive in, right, and I'm diving in and I grab something and I swim up and it's just clothes. I had taken the clothes off the dummy.
Okay, sorry, when you go like this, and all of a sudden I was thinking you were going to say, like, you know in The Ring, when they're in the well, and she pulls up hair? Like, and I was going to say, like how you said that, I was thinking, like, was there an actual kid at the bottom of the pool? And I'm like,
no, oh my God, that'd be so creepy. But...
Your clothes. You're grabbing the clothes off.
Yeah, so I took the clothes off the dummy. It was like a shirt that they put on it. Mm-hmm. It was like an orange shirt.
They're probably like, dang, she undressed him, like underwater.
Yeah, like, oh. So, yeah. And this dummy was like really, really pale.
Yeah, really they're pale. They're pale.
Yeah, so like without this shirt, and okay, I have horrible eyesight.
Wait, should we tell them the big major factor? The pool was blurry. It shouldn't have been open. But we kept it open, and I will tell you, on a clear day, being up on the stand by those diving boards and having the black streaks in the pool, like the tile black streaks for like lap swimming.
Yeah.
I couldn't really see the bottom while I was working there. But somebody's got to do the job, so I had to work extra hard, and I never felt 100% confident on that stand.
Yeah. Me
neither. But what am I going to do? Like, they're not going to spend $500,000 to change that pool. They're going to keep it open. So it's like, I'm just going to always be alert. But I remember it was too cloudy that they legally should not have been open. That's probably like the opener we should have said.
Yeah, thank you.
Because that was admitted at the in-service when Henry talked to us about how that was their fault. So that's why I was like, I'm glad he like owned up to it. Because he could have been so embarrassed, he could have hidden that.
Or like,
but I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah. But so I respect
he really
that.
Could have.
He could have.
Henry could have said, "Oh, it wasn't our fault." And remember,
well, that's not you too.
Point,
you're in a chlorinated pool, and it's not like it's just blurring on the surface.
Yeah, and I like my eyes were burning.
Blurry. You can't see. Like you think you're gonna open your eyes and see the person, but if you're searching 13 feet down, how you're having to keep coming up.
And you can't find them. Think about this: the first time I went on, you know, I jumped, like I dived in, but now I was at the surface level, and then I was having to swim down 13 feet. and then I was like 13 feet down, and I was like trying to see if I could see this thing, and I couldn't see it. So then I had to get up for more air, right? And at this time, when I went up again, I was like freaking out. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oh, I don't care.
Okay, I was like freaking out, like, because you know, like, there was so many people at the pool.
You know what I'm wondering
So many people. It felt like hundreds of people were at the pool.
I know.
And all watching me.
Oh yeah, I mean, I can like that's their entertainment right
All
now. Not so much
watching me.
failing, but they always stare.
Yeah, but just imagine, like, they're watching this drill happen, and it's all on me, and I do not like pressure like that. So I started freaking out, right? And I'm like freaking out because I'm scared that everyone's watching me, and it's going so bad. I started drinking water, and
like choking on the water.
Yes, so I had to come up, and then I was like, I can't. Like, I can't. I forgot. You weren't there?
I wasn't even there. Okay. So, yeah.
Yeah. And all I did was I could not breathe. So then someone else went in, and
that's what I'm wondering,
I ran to the bathroom,
somebody should have
and I
read
was
the
just
signs.
bawling. Like, yeah, like they should have jumped in and not seen me go up and down so many times.
That's where it's hard, though, because it's drilled in you, like, if you see it, you own it. And I think that's where it got hard, because that's how we're trained. So then I think everybody was backing away.
But if you see, they always told us, if you see someone struggling, you need to go in too. Like, there can be two people to retrieve your body.
But I literally
this was on
think
the
that's
floor.
because
It was heavy. It was a heavy dummy filled with water. That's how it sank all the way down 13 feet. And I mean, your ears are popping at this.
Your ears hurt.
Yeah,
so
your
bad.
ears hurt because of how deep you are in the water. At this 13 feet down. And yeah, I just got out of the water, and I just remember like bawling my eyes out, and I ran into the shower. I don't know, but like this was horrible. It was like and they so embarrassed, and like people were looking at me after that like, oh, she couldn't save the dummy, and we were trusting her with our kids. It was horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Like, a patron may not, if the pool's open, they're assuming that the blurry water's fine.
Everyone was panicked because they thought it was a real person too, I think, at that point.
I get what you mean, like, a lifeguard should have jumped in sooner, and I think that's when Henry realized we have to do dummy drops because these people are so formal in their trained position of like, I'm lifeguard 1, I'm lifeguard 2.
Yeah.
I bet that's why.
Yeah.
Because
and
I know
was
it wasn't
like,
anything
come
to do
on,
with you.
get in there.
Yeah, like,
don't leave me hanging, man.
Yeah.
And then after that,
plus we have so many lifeguards on deck. If somebody had to go down to the very, very deep end,
like,
I don't see why his second lifeguard would be in there, just because that deep end really helps to have assistant in general.
Yeah.
Maybe it's changed now. Let's go interview Henry.
Yeah. Let's
go visit him. I hope you enjoyed that lifeguard story time. And again, she'll be back. Subscribe if you want to join the Fam Bam. I love you, and I mean it. Bye, guys.
Bye.